Greetings, welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jefficho. My co-host is always Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
So, Chris, episode 2, what'd you think?
Well, we're still going pretty strong, I think.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had the reaction of, fuck you, this is over?
This is your last chance. The guards are coming. Don't be a stubborn fool.
There are 4 names!
Yeah, once again, like they're putting a lot in there, and this still didn't feel like rushed to me or anything. I guess the feeling I got was like, yes, I'm sort of upset this was over, because there was we did actually learn a fair amount about what's going on, but we were building so much to Picard getting his ship, and that we sort of stop before that, and it feels like we didn't do too much.
I feel like that's even going to be like middle or end.
Yeah, we're not going to
have
get
a
the whole
talk with
band
his
together next
former
week.
first officer for a bit.
Yeah.
Get drunk on that wine.
Mm-hmm.
So this episode starts out with First Contact Day, 14 years ago.
Yeah, we're taking a deeper look at the synthetic attacks, and I think already that this has killed a lot of fan theories here.
Hells yeah.
Hells yeah. You know, I like F8, and that's a cute little sort of B4 style moniker, where I think it's supposed to be Fate. Really looks like, especially like with the little download or something going on in his eyes, and the fact that he
very yellow data eyes.
Yeah, and he offs himself after. This doesn't look like a slave uprising anymore at all, and it looks more like they were hacked or taken over, and this is the secret Romulan police, the Zat Vash, maybe have something to do with this.
You've been asking me for years, and this was the exact reason why I don't sleep with artificial life.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It's just
they can break through sheer titanium.
Yeah. Start phasering people to death, you know?
I don't know what that was in that room, but that was like brutal.
Yeah.
With some kind of mining equipment. I don't know why they'd have those kind of phasers set to kill just lying around. But
just in case there's a steak that you just can't cut through.
Oh, yeah, it's for the steaks.
You know, they were eating some shit there, apparently.
Yeah, they were. There was cursing in this episode.
Yeah.
We'll
get to
bad
that.
language.
We'll get to that, Admiral, I'll tell you that.
Here is some brown sticky shit.
Stand down!
We jump back and forth a lot with Soshi and the Vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
Picard's investigating, and Laris is like, well, you know, be informer Tal Shiar.
Yeah, I'm like, we're learning about them.
I've got some stuff.
Yeah, I like her. She's great. She's very expressive. I love the sassy Irish Romulan. It's good.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah.
You seemed like you didn't like the legal Romulan scanner that shows what happens in an apartment.
Mm-hmm. I have questions about that. Number one, why is this illegal? Like I kind of understand Romulan ale being illegal, but
because
why is this method of scanning illegal?
It's an invasion of privacy.
I guess that would be it.
Yeah.
It's just
take it into the bedroom, be like, Barkley wouldn't use holograms.
Also, like, what the hell is actually happening here? Like, is it just like reconstructing the past from the current state of the room?
Yeah.
Which seems crazy. I know this is future space Star Trek, but that seems crazy.
Yeah, like knowing where the body was in conjunction with the other one, and then walking across the room like,
Yeah, I'd have to watch it again.
For this technology, yeah.
Yeah, that seems really wild, but I'd have to watch it again, but I'm not sure exactly what was going on there, but that's pretty hardcore if that's what they're doing. And she just got that in her pocket. She walks around with one of those.
Yeah. Well, you know, what were you up to last night? Oh, well, let's see. Yeah, she breaks into...
Oh my god, yeah, delete room history. You got internet history, room history.
Yeah, she breaks into a bunch of files or whatever and finds out about her. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we learn a little bit. I think it's later, Dr. Agnes is like, you know what? Her files are outstanding, too perfect. Mm-hmm. And it's like 3 years ago she didn't exist.
Yeah.
But then we jump to the Borg cube.
Mm-hmm.
It's an artifact, Chris.
It's a Borg artifact cube.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering when it's an artifact from. Is it from when future Janeway just smashed the collective, or is this just some unrelated Borg cube that had trouble for a different reason? Or
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but what was weird was gray sectors where they kind of, rebirth Borg and take apart their stuff. The guy still looked dead.
Well, I think it said he was in stasis, and I'm thinking that she is there to rehabilitate former Borg drones. That seems to be what her job is. Because she's having a very personal, emotional connection to them. I hate it when you call them nameless. It's
Yeah.
like, don't worry, friend, you're free now.
I guess we're going to see Hugh there at some point.
Maybe that might be where he's from. Is he just chilling on that cube, or is he? Oh, yeah. Then maybe this artifact cube would be the cube that went rogue with Lore.
Yeah, but didn't they design like that weird ship
They did
one?
have a funky.
And Beverly took that out with
yeah,
his son.
yeah.
Bring Hugh in because he knows about rehabilitating.
Maybe he's just a ringer coming in with 7.
Yeah. And Hugh's totally going to die, though. Guarantee you that.
No.
Narek is very secretive.
Mm-hmm.
But will he respect her in the morning, Chris? That's what I want to know.
He doesn't respect her at all. She's a filthy machine.
His methods have been approved by the council.
Yes.
It's like...
I want to bang the robot. You can't bang every robot, but I want to bang the robot.
Our organization, the Zad Vash, they hate androids, but he's all for it.
Yeah, he's okay.
We learned a lot about the Zad Vash.
Mm-hmm. The extra secret Tal Shiar.
Yeah,
The
Tal
Tal Shiar.
The Tal Shiar was all cool and secretive until Deanna was able to pass as one.
Right.
And they're just like, not as cool. We need something cooler.
We need something better.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it kind of makes sense. You've got Starfleet Security, Section 31. You got, the Tal Shiar, the Zat Vash.
Obsidian Order, and I don't know.
Yeah, what's
Garrick.
What's blacker than black?
Whatever Garrick did.
Yeah.
The Taylor unit.
Oh yes, the Taylor Order.
Yeah.
Every Cardassian Taylor.
We certainly had our share of those on the Stargazer, didn't we? Remember that time in the fire forest on Calyx?
Ben,
You really want to go back out into the cold?
more than ever.
So we get a Stargazer reference with Dr. Maurice showing up.
I was wondering who he was until they said Stargazer. I thought maybe he was like the guy that tried to recruit him to the Atlantis Project and Family or something. Like maybe he was that guy. But I don't think we've seen this guy before.
Recognizable actor. I've seen him in a bunch of other things.
It's nice to get a little Stargazer callback. Although I am wondering where Beverly is.
Yeah.
Like, why is it this old medic and not Dr. Crusher?
Maybe she's off-world on her little ship there with the circular ear. He's dying, eh?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a syndrome.
It's strongly implied it's the Irmatic syndrome. Although I was seeing some speculation that it might be remnants of his Borg implants, because I believe Dr. Crusher did call out his parietal lobe or whatever it was that they mentioned in the end of Best of Both Worlds.
Yeah, sounds like it's going to be a painful death. Has about 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that guy was like, I didn't realize Irmatic syndrome was that bad. He's just like, I hope you die out there instead of dealing with this. And I'm like, whoa, holy crap.
Yeah, a little bit harsh.
Yeah.
He wants to get approved for active duty.
Mm-hmm.
And then he takes some transporter doors.
Those are cool. I like the transporter door effect. Although you can kind of see it happening like behind Picard. What happens if you're trying to go in right when somebody comes out and it's like there's not really a light?
How does it know where the transporter? Are you programming your comm badge before you enter it or something?
Yeah, I guess you just put it into your phone and you just walk through the door. But they didn't seem to have like green and red or anything like that. Like this isn't Innie and this isn't Audi.
He visits Admiral Kirsten Clancy.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a bitch. She wants to be Nachimov.
Yeah, she is not having a nice
to
day.
Another level.
And the Chev was a little kitten compared to that lady.
She likes Picard.
Yeah. He should have brought crepes is what he should have done.
Yeah.
She brought crepes.
Crepes, wine, he's got to know his audience. He wants to be temporarily reinstated, have a warp-capable ship, a skeleton crew, and he wants to investigate this thing. And it's just like, no.
No, and she's dropping F-bombs on the poor man.
Uncalled for.
Absolutely uncalled for. Picard has been, like, assimilated and tortured and just he's seen a lot of shit, man, but he does not have the constitution for people to go dropping F-bombs at him.
I will say a lot less awkward than Science is fucking cool.
That was, well, yes, this felt much more natural. All the swearing in this episode felt much more natural than that. But it's like, did you see his face when she dropped that F-bomb? He was just like, good, my word.
I like how he just kept talking and she was just like this the whole time, like, no, like the entire time, just being a bitch.
Yeah.
I get it, and we do get some explanation from her point of view that the Federation was putting pressure on them.
14 species within the Federation said cut the Romulans loose or we'll pull out. It was a choice between allowing the Federation to implode or letting the Romulans go.
We finally got some explanation with the synthetics. Are we going to get some explanation with the Romulan Star Empire? Because as far as we know, they're just following 2009 Trek where the sun blew up Romulus and Remus and maybe the whole solar system. They have other solar systems.
Yeah.
It's the Star Empire.
I would like to address that a little bit.
I just want to know.
I would like somebody to say that, like, yeah, the sun blowing up was, like, we had a week's notice and we don't know why. Then this would make sense.
Spock tried to stop it from happening, so maybe they were like, he's going to stop it. He's been working on that whole reunification thing the whole time.
One thing, I don't know, that Admiral was so defensive, and I think a lot of people are taking it as just, why is the Federation a bunch of racist assholes now? And I'm wondering if, they're that defensive because they know that what they did was wrong. Like, she's putting out the justifications. It's just like, if all these member worlds were gonna, abandon us, and, the Federation was obviously in a really nasty state after the Dominion War and the Borg and all this stupid shit going on.
They elect their Federation presidents, and those presidents can do what they want. Like, look at when we got to Earth with the shapeshifters. Like, they were starting to put in certain things.
Even stuff like that. Like, there's all this crap that's going on, and this Federation society that's just not used to this much war and incursions by shapeshifters and space zombies, and
start adding Federation members that haven't really earned it.
Adding Federation members like we saw in Insurrection there. I would believe that lady knew what she was doing was wrong, but she's just so attached to, we had to do this to save the Federation. And this guy comes in and starts questioning her. He's going on, the Federation News Network and being like, Starfleet is no longer Starfleet. And, of course that's going to get her fur up.
Well, she's also like, oh, you're talking nonsense. And then we see her have the conversation with the Commodore later. And it's just like, oh, yeah, he said all these things. And she's just like,
oh, yes, of course. We'll look right into that.
Commodore O.
Is this the first time we've seen the rank of Commodore outside of the original series? I don't remember.
I feel TNG had a Commodore.
Did they have a Commodore?
Yeah.
Oh, I would like to look that up, because I know we definitely had many Commodores in the original series, but I don't recall seeing it much since then.
She looked very familiar to me, and it's because she played Laurel Takashimi in. She was the first officer in Pilot of Babylon 5, and she was also in Stargate. So she's got some good sci-fi.
I think I watched that episode recently. One of the things I'm wondering with her is whether or not she's actually a Vulcan, because we know for a fact that her human lieutenant is a Romulan in disguise. We talk about giving her crap for the rounded ears, right? But they went to pretty good lengths to show that this lady was a Vulcan. And I'm wondering if that's just for the TV audience to not think that she is a Romulan, but we know she is because of the stuff she's doing. Or, like, there was the IDIC and the other Vulcan stuff on her desk.
Yeah.
And she didn't have, sort of emotional range that some of the other Romulans we've seen have. So I'm wondering if are there Vulcans involved in this? We know this super, super secret organization goes back thousands of years, apparently. Is that before the split of Vulcans and Romulans? Are they both in on it? What's going on?
There's just so much information to learn, and these episodes are only 44 minutes.
Yeah, right. it's like, yes, we have answered some questions and opened up a whole bunch of new ones, and I can see where they're going with this being like a 10-hour movie.
This is not episode by episode. When people are just like, oh yeah, I don't know about that first episode, they're like what was that? That was like a cliffhanger. Like everything is, I want more, and it's gonna be like, I'm gonna watch the first season and be like, this was good.
Yes. I'm wondering when we'll sort of cross over from that, because right now we're early on, we're mostly set up, and I think this could be pretty damn fun if like the last 4 episodes are just all payoff.
Titan.
Oh yeah, save.
Bring me the Titan. The next 2 episodes are going to be directed by Frakes, so I mean that's going to be fun.
Wondering if these are the ones that he's in.
I have a feeling
they probably should be, because I think pretty soon the series is going to leave Earth. And I would assume that
we did not see much of that in the trailers.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we're gonna get. I think it's like every other show where everything you saw is mostly in the beginning.
Yeah. So I just feel like once Picard gets his ship going, that we're not going to be on Earth anymore. So we'll probably see Riker soon.
We spent a decent amount of time on the Borg ship. We saw an Andorian, Tellarite.
Trill.
Yeah. So yeah, that was interesting.
It was like 5,800 days since the last assimilation, which is just, that's a dark joke. This is like somebody's inspecting a conduit and be like, oh shit! Oh, goddamn.
These little things just came out and injected me.
Secret Romulan assassins are operating on Earth.
Is that the 86?
Got to see Raffi at the end there, his former first officer on his other ship, which I forget the name of. And he brought us some wine. It's like, get out. And he just like starts listening. There's secret Romulans also at wine.
Yes, and again, like, who is this lady? Why does she hate him? I want to know more.
Some people might complain about the pacing, but I'm looking forward to them sitting down and having a talk.
No, I am absolutely not complaining about the pacing. All I can really complain about is not having the next episode to watch.
Yeah. And
I think if you watch these all in a row, it's like nothing's really super compressed or drawn out. I don't feel like all these scenes seem to be moving at a pace that suits them.
Yeah. Problem with like rewatching it each time is you get that intro each time, and it's just such a mellow intro, doesn't hype you, and then by the end of the show I'm just like, I want more.
And don't forget the disco font.
Yeah, the disco, I did not forget it.
I know. You were upset.
We didn't hear decaf today when we heard, I'll have some Earl Grey.
Oh yeah, they are leaning so hard on that Earl Grey.
You say that, but every episode of TNG he had Earl Grey tea hot.
Wasn't that many times that he actually said it though?
He didn't need to, the computer understood.
Yeah, I guess, he always had it.
Yeah. He wanted the ship, he wanted a crew, warp capable crew.
They actually name dropped most of his TNG buddies.
Yeah. LaForge.
And they name dropped LaForge in the present tense, which is good. Because, the Countdown comics, it looked like he could have died in the Utopia Planitia attacks.
Yeah, the Zaban's just like, why don't you get your old crew? And it's just like, he's just like, they're too expensive to have here every episode.
Yeah, that would cost too much.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like, he's been through so much with Data risking his life for him. He's just like, I'm not going to put the rest of my friends through, put them in that same position. And he kind of did that already in All Good Things.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't want to do that again.
Well, he kind of did that in Star Trek Insurrection when he tried to go off on his own.
Hey, he just came by.
But he got all those weapons for them.
Yeah. Yes, I need 500 guns for myself.
If the need arises, I will take care of Picard. You made a shambles of the operation here. Your team destroyed the thing before it could be interrogated.
Commodore O's talking to Rizzo, Lieutenant Narissa Rizzo, and just take care of Picard.
Take care of him.
Yeah, but like not impulsively, because you're impulsive. But
I am actually really happy that this went the Romulan route with that scene, because I'm like, I was watching this and just like, take him out, and I'm like, fucking Section 31 again. Fucking Section 31 again.
Okay. I know you're anti-Section 31, and of course the series scares me too. But when all this shit starts to go down, and I'm fine waiting. Let's not even think about Section 31 yet. But at some point, I'm gonna be like, well, where the fuck's Section 31? this Zatvash is all over the place, and they're doing all this shit. Well,
to be fair, yes, the point of Section 31 is to keep the Romulan Section 31 out of our business.
Yeah.
So, I do think it's perfectly valid to ask, where's Section 31 in this specific instance? If we hadn't been, overdosed on Section 31 on Discovery, then I think I'd be clamoring harder for that. But as it stands, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm talking a classical little. Right at the end of the season, you've got Commander O, and she's sitting in her office, and she got off to communicate with one of her little Zatvash friends, and then behind her she hears a noise, and she's like, "Oh, I was wondering when you'd show up." And it's Bashir, and it's just
it's Bashir.
I'm just part-time, but Phaser Sir takes her out.
No, Bashir's not into that shit, know it.
He has done favors for Section 31 in the past. But that'd be cool. Hey, I don't care. I know he's dead, but you could bring back Sloan and I'd be just as happy.
Well, Sloan was so slippery. It's nobody was actually sure he was dead.
Yeah. Well, they were in his mind.
Yeah.
And he totally died. Thoughts?
Overall, this is continuing on at a pace, going in a direction that I still like. We're still getting the gosh darn swears, and Picard is too fragile for this, and he's too precious, and that lady needs to be nicer to him.
They really did build up you can't go out there on your own. You need protection. So it's yeah, he's gonna go get that dude with the sword.
Yeah, he's gonna get the sword dude.
Yeah. And you can already see he's getting Dr. Agnes with him. Yeah.
I'm really liking, I don't know what's her name, the lady caretaker. Laris. I'm really liking Laris. I hope she comes along in the crew.
Oh, no.
Because she's ex-Telfiar. She's
gotta
valuable.
look out for the grapes, Yeah,
just leave
in
Buddy.
a month.
Leave Buddy.
They're ripe and ready.
Whatever. No, she's coming.
Got 3 years left to live, but take care of my vineyard.
They're, I think we're actually going to meet Bruce Maddox because they're still talking about him a lot.
We spent so much time in the vineyard. I really want to see a picture of the family, of the nephew, of the brother, of the wife.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere in the background. That'd be a nice callback.
That would be nice, yeah.
But on that note, I totally expect to see Maddox in some underground cave thing.
Yeah.
One of those old DS9 sets, and he's just working on it. He's got all these other synthetics. So that's what we learned.
How can this be Star Trek if we haven't been in a cave yet?
Yeah, that's what we learned though. That there's a group of them out there, and or at least that's what the Zatvash think, and they want to go wipe them up because they're so afraid.
Yeah, they said there's a nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know what the hell's going on with Romulans and synthetics. Something real bad happened to those guys.
Yeah, they pointed out their computers are just for numeral things. And, yeah, they don't try to work on artificial intelligence at all. Gotta push a button to open the door. It doesn't open automatically.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. Siri, illegal.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
Bring up the steering wheel.
Yeah, they're the ones that have joysticks.
Yeah.
I have reason to believe that the Tal Shiar is merely a mask worn by another far older cabal. That before the Tal Shiar, there was the Zatvash.
Enjoyed the episode. Again, disappointed it ended. Another week, man. Tell you.
Yeah.
We're learning much, and I want to learn more. This is the problem, though. We're how many years from what we knew, and so now we're just in the dark, and we're just feed me more.
Yeah, I'm finding this much more engaging than I think I ever did Discovery. I think a part of it is that we're actually in a new space now. It's we are building off of these events that I'm already familiar with, and we're taking them in interesting directions. Part of it is I honest to God think the pacing is way better. The pacing is way better, and I don't have any serious issues with the writing yet.
Well, I mean, Discovery was all hey, you're gonna learn stuff about this. Already happened. We already know what happened.
Yeah.
Bullshitting me with this shit. This ship never existed. Oh, now it's out of existence. How convenient. So it's we'll write ourselves into a canon error, and then we'll have to take ourselves out entirely. No, you still shit on my canon. To the future. That's where it's at. Yeah, well, episode 3 next week. Till then, thanks for watching.